Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday, September 9th, and I thought I would explain. I thought I would explain, maybe in more detail, why the tools that I'm handing out are really stinking simple, and why your brain is likely to get in the way of their simplicity working. Sort of. The simplicity of it is because simple tools are literally easy to put into place. Easy stuff to put into place is easy stuff to do over and over and over without doing a lot of conscious thought about it. If you have a little piece of paper in your pocket that is, today I will not be triggered by X, or if you do happy place bingo, or if you have the piece of paper in your pocket that's today I will find my happiness or my joy or whatever when this happens. Or every time you touch a doorknob, you think to yourself for 12 seconds, there are 3 things around me that I can be grateful for. Those are very simple things to do, and it's because your brain is a feedback loop. Your subconscious, unconscious mind is a feedback loop to the things that your conscious mind is already doing. So if you've been trained to think a certain way by the way you've grown up, by the way you were raised, by the friends you have, by the people you work with, doing these little things to start to break that up. If you're trained to think a negative way, doing these little things to start to break that up helps to get your brain to do a feedback loop on the good stuff instead of the feedback loop on the negative stuff, which is already available and easy for your brain to do. So doing these little tiny steps, break up that negative thought process and inject a positive thought process. Your brain's a feedback loop. It's going to do the thing you already did, and the habits that you've already created, it's just going to reinforce those as you go, unless you put in the work to start to break up the thought process. So if we're trying to get ourselves into a positive mindset, and we're generally in a negative or less than great mindset, those little steps are going to be times when you can start to force your brain into thinking the other way. And then because you consciously started thinking that way, your unconscious mind is like, oh, okay, we're thinking that way now. Here's more of that. Here's more, and it's available, and here you go. And that's just how your brain works. Your brain is a very simple operating system. It's a complex piece of meat or organ or whatever you want to call it, but as far as the way that it responds to input, it's very, very simple.